Welcome back to Negative Splits, the running podcast that asks the hard questions, unlike those other podcasts. Today's hard question is going to be controversial. Finishers medals. Why do we want them? Now, full disclosure, when I first started running, I would look for races that offered a finisher's medal. If I found a race that said it didn't have a finisher's medal, I wouldn't sign up for it. I'm not proud of that fact, but it's probably why races continue to provide them. Survival and growth is about attracting as many race registrants as possible. For some people, a finisher's medal has become a symbol of mediocrity. We used to give away medals for only the top finishers.
If you ain't first, you're last.
Then, our society began to question whether winning was everything. There was more emphasis placed on personal improvement, challenging our limits. We're all different, right? Did you try your best? Shouldn't we celebrate that? For some races, the key attraction has become the finisher's medal, especially on some weekends with overlapping local races. Competition isn't only for the runners. Medals are an eye-catcher, especially when combined with social media. Marathons in particular started to give away larger medals to emphasize the achievement of the longer distance. Nowadays, though, you can see 5K races giving out medals on par with marathons. My point is, it has gotten ridiculous, and there's no end in sight, I'm afraid. But what do we do with these medals, especially when you already run a lot of races? I bought a wall hanger at one point, but it filled up so quickly that now they all just go in a box in the basement. Truly, I needed to just throw them away. They're clutter, and I have no legitimate reason for keeping them. Today, I ran a local 5K race, and I interviewed some of the finishers about their views on the finisher's medal. Here's what they said. What's your name?
Barbie.
How many races have you run over your lifetime?
I'd say about 20 to 25.
And what do you do with your finisher medals when you're done racing?
I have some racks on my wall that I hang them on.
And if a race had a cool or unique finisher medal, would that influence you to sign up for it?
Absolutely. If it doesn't have a cool medal, I probably won't even sign up.
What's your name?
Mike?
And how many races do you think you've done over your lifetime?
Over 100. I don't know. Over 100.
Okay. And what do you do with your finisher medals when you're done with a race?
Most of them get hung up just along like a bar in my office.
They go on a desk in a little bit of a cubby hole. Yeah, we hang some up, especially the most recent ones.
All right, and then if a race had a cool or unique finisher medal, would that influence you to sign up for it?
Not particularly. We're more here for the gimmick. Like this one was hot fudge. We like the hot fudge.
We have some magnetic ones that we stuck on some closet doors, but for the most part, they end up shoved in the corner of our desk.
All right. How many races have you run over your lifetime?
Approximately about 200, probably. So I do have a metal rack. Usually they go in a box to begin with right after the race, and then once I get settled in, I get them up there on the rack.
What's your name?
My name is Tyler Morgan.
Okay. How many races have you done over your lifetime?
Gotta be in the couple of hundreds.
Okay. And what do you do with your finisher medals when the race is over?
I have a big basket of just ordinary medals, and then some of the more important races like states and things like that I'll put on a little trophy case that I have.
Race.
So we got a couple little hanging things. One of them was an award from a race I did at an airport called the Wings of Mercy. And then I've got another one in our basement that we have all our medals hung up on me, my dad, my mom.
All right, what's your name?
My name is Shade Meyer.
And how many races have you done over your lifetime?
I've done 2 or 3 running races in my lifetime.
Okay. High school?
Yes.
Okay. All right. And then what do you do with your finisher medals after the race is over?
I'll usually hang it up in my room or in our barn where, I usually see it a lot.
And then, all right, what's your name?
I'm Lincoln Meyer.
And how many races have you done over your lifetime, would you say?
This is actually my first running race, so pretty exciting.
All right, so what do you got to do with your finisher medals?
I'll probably hang it on my wall and look at it every day.
No, you're good.
And all right, what's your name?
Stu Allen.
And how many races have you done roughly over your lifetime?
Probably close to 500.
And what do you do with your finisher medal after the race is over?
We hang them on a nail in our living room.
To the next race.
What's your name?
Sheila.
Bye.
And how many races have you done over your lifetime, would you say?
Probably 200.
Okay. What do you do with your finisher medals after the race is over?
Hang them in my living room.
And if a race had a cool or unique finisher medal, would that influence you to sign up for it?
Yes.
What if the race had no finisher medal offered whatsoever?
No race.
All right, what's your name?
Alan.
And how many races do you think you've run roughly over your lifetime?
Probably a little over 100.
And what do you do with your finisher medal after the race is over?
If it's a smaller distance race, 5Ks and 10Ks, I probably keep them for a couple of years and then get rid of them in some way, either donate them. But if it's a higher mileage race, I'll keep them. I keep it forever.
And if a race had, what's your name?
Alex Williams.
And how many races do you think you've done roughly over your lifetime?
I'm about 955. Yeah, you found the right guy.
All right. And what do you do with your finisher medal when the race is over?
We collect them each year, and they're like labeled on our walls. We collect all our medals from each year, and we hang them all through the house and everything. Yep.
And then interesting answers. Thank you to everyone for participating, even though there was no medal awarded for doing so. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next week for more hard questions from Negative Splits.